happy holidays everyone. Danny from Danny Mac's Kitchen, great to see you. I'm really excited today to show you guys something that has been in my family for years and years and years, and I've never made this before, neither has any member of my family. So we're going to do this together. We're going to make a gingerbread house from scratch. I've always wanted to try this even when I was a little kid. I was always fascinated by them. I finally got the courage to try and do this. Hopefully it's going to work out. You're going to do it with me, and I'm really excited. Let's get started. So to start this crazy project, we need to make a really rockin' gingerbread. We're going to need 12 cups of all-purpose flour, 2 cups of sugar, 2 cups of vegetable shortening, 2.5 cups of molasses, 4 eggs, doesn't matter if it's white or brown, 4 tablespoons of ground ginger, 2 tablespoons of ground cinnamon, 2 tablespoons of baking soda, and 2 teaspoons of salt. First up, what we need to do is mix our shortening with our sugar. You're going to whip this until it's light and fluffy over with medium heat. What am I saying? Mixing. Intermittently scrape down the sides of your bowl with a spatula. One by one, excuse me, one by one, add the eggs, mix with low speed. Incorporate the molasses over low speed, just until combined. So far, this is the consistency you're looking for. Real simply, in a separate bowl, all we're going to do here is mix the dry ingredients. Wow, that ginger is so strong. Just mix it till combined. Simply add the dry ingredients to the wet ingredients. Do it in increments of like 3, I'm gonna say. So a third, a third, a third mix. So I'm gonna use my spoon. My mixer isn't really powerful enough. This mixture is gonna get really, really thick. If you have a really high grade mixer with a dough hook, definitely use it. It'll make your life a lot easier. Wish I had one. If anybody wants to get it for me for the holidays, that would be super. Ultimately, this dough is going to start forming a ball. It's going to get really, really thick, and you might actually have to just start kneading it with your hands, which I think is what's going to happen. The last of the flour is going in. At this point, it's gotten just way too thick. I'm just going to start using my hands, get in there, and just really start kneading it. It's going to take another 2-3 minutes. So I've been kneading away and kneading away. It looks a little dry. Or a little wet rather. I need it to be a little bit drier. So use your third hand and add another cup, making it 13 total. It's always great having that third hand. We're all mixed. It's pulling away from the bowl. It's not sticking to your fingers anymore. That's how you know the dough is ready. Just transfer this whole mound to the cutting board. Mix any additional flour on the bottom end. With your hands, form a nice log. Try and make it pretty uniform, like so. Cut it into thirds. Take each third, saran wrap it really well, and refrigerate all of them for about an hour. We want this to set and firm up a little bit. That's how you know you're ready. Just like that. One hour. So we've come to the concept portion of this project. What do you want your gingerbread house to look like? Yeah, definitely. My gingerbread house is gonna have 17 rooms, indoor plumbing, running water, wine cellar, 4 working fireplaces, and an indoor swimming pool. If you're gonna go big, go big. Actually, since it's my first time, it's probably gonna be more like a 1-bedroom apartment in Manhattan. So back to the drawing board, get your pad, let's start doodling and see what we can come up with. So like I said, this is my first time. I'm really not gonna draw anything crazy. I just want a real rudimentary, basic gingerbread house. Let's start. I would love to do something more elaborate, but it's my first time, so we'll start simple. Can't get too crazy. A couple doors, maybe a double door here, a bunch of windows, a couple skylights, because, you know, what's a gingerbread house without skylights, right? To make it easy, I'm gonna have this side the same as the other side, and I'll show you how in a minute. And really, this is all I really wanted for now. I just wanted a simple design. I'm actually going to draw each one separately, and there's going to be specific measurements because you have to be really specific to build this if you want it to stand. So let's do that next. So I'm going to try and explain this the best that I can. We're going to be baking 6 parts of the house. This being the first part, the left side of the house. Mirrored would be the other part on the other side of the house. So that's 2. We have the front of the house, that's 3. The back of the house, which you can't see, but I'll draw it here, would be 4. First part of the roof, 5. The other part of the roof, 6. But each one has to be drawn out and measured because this all has to fit together. So, keeping this as our template, I'm going to draw the side first. I'm going to use even numbers just to make it easier. We'll make it 6 inches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't want it to be too big. Let's go maybe 4 inches high. 1, 2, 3. Actually, you know what? Let's make it 3 inches high. Okay. 3 inches on the other side. Line it up. Okay. Now since this was 6 inches, divide this in half, go up to the 3rd inch right here, put a little dot, draw yourself a line going all the way up. And from each side, just form a peak. That's going to serve as 2 parts of the house because one is here, one is here. So we have our first template here. I wrote it out 6 inches by 3 inches, just so you know exactly how the dimensions are to be. This is gonna be the side of the house. Now, let's do the front and the back of the house. Really, if you look at it, it's gonna be 6 inches by 3. It's the same width and height as the side. So we're just gonna make another template, just basically a rectangle. 6 by 3 rectangle. This will be template 2. And this is gonna serve as the front and the back of the house. Real simple. We're going to cut these out at the end. Onto our last template, template number 3, we're going to do the roof. I've measured from the point of the roof to where it meets the wall. It's just shy of 4 inches. Yeah, it's about 3 1/4 inches, 3 3/4 inches rather. I'm going to stretch it to 4 inches because we want there to be an overhang on the roof. So again, the house is 6 inches wide and it's going to be by 4 inches. So the last template is going to be 6 by 4. Alright, last template's done. So I just wanted to show you we have all 3 templates ready to go. I want you to cut them out because we're going to use this right on the gingerbread. We've been chilling for about an hour. Get this out of the plastic. Form a good rectangle. Really use your hands, use your knuckles. This has been in the fridge for a while, so it's really firmed up a lot, but it does make it easier to use. You'll see. Underneath here, by the way, is parchment paper. I have it measured out to 17 by 12 inches, which is the exact size of my baking pan. Whatever you're using, measure it out to the dimensions. I have wax paper, also measured to the same dimensions, 17 by 12, place it on top. And we're gonna roll it out to fill the whole dimension. Takes a little while. You should definitely use the wax paper because it won't stick to it. It's gonna make your life a lot easier. Keep it as uniform as you possibly can. It doesn't have to fit exactly, you know, just do the best you can because we're gonna place our templates on top of here and we're gonna actually cut a lot of this dough away, which we can use for other things. So remove the wax paper. We're gonna use it again, so set it aside and grab your first template. Just place it right on there. Grab a knife. There's gonna be a lot of extra dough left over so we can make other cool stuff. So remember what I said in the beginning. We're gonna have to make 2 of these. Peel it up. Go right above it, do it again. Any extra dough you have, you can freeze. Okay, so we have our first 2 portions of the house ready to go. Now let's see if we can fit some more on here. Let's see, I have this part of the template here, and I can do it here. Yeah, so I can totally use this here. This is template 2. Cut it around the edges. So we got template 1 and 2 cut out, transfer it to your baking sheet, set it aside. We have 1 template left. I've cut out another piece of parchment paper. I'm gonna take the dough that was remaining, form another rectangle. And I made way too much dough, by the way, but I will definitely use it. And like I said, you can freeze it indefinitely and use it at any time. So I'm just gonna roll this out like I did before. Nice and smooth. Remove the wax paper. Wax paper is like your best friend when making something like this. And we have our last template. Template number 3, the roof template. Cut it out one more time. Try and be creative, make your own. I know they sell them. You know, if you're not an artist or you're having trouble envisioning something, they do sell them. You can download them. I've seen them, different things for different skill levels. I like to make my own. This is my first one, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. Remove, again, the remaining gingerbread. Didn't go too big for my first time here, so I'm gonna transfer this to another baking sheet that I have right here. Kind of center it. Preheat your ovens to 350 degrees. So I want to add some windows. Let some air, or light rather, into this apartment. Be creative, you know, with what you do. Be fun with it. Have a lot of fun. You know, this is a cool project. And we have 6 sides to work with, so you can be creative. It doesn't have to be the same. You know, I'm going to put a little front door here, but I think I'm actually going to paint it on. So I have the front of the house here. I'm going to work on the back of the house, make it a little bit different. I'm going to make two bigger windows. Let's add a few more windows on the sides of the house now. Pretty much going to make them identical. Let's do 3 windows over here. And I'm going to do 3 on the other side too. Go ahead, remove what you just cut out. Set it aside, save it for later use. Finally, the roof. Looks like a roof, right? It's not. And we're putting skylights in, you know, because everybody's gingerbread house has skylights, right? I'm just going to put it on one side. Oh, I guess I'll make like 3 of them. Oh, how modern. Gingerbread house with skylights. It's so funny. I wonder if they open mechanically. Remove the excess. Alright, we're ready to bake.